Look, before we go any further, I want to say something. I appreciate that you brought me to see my sister, and that you were there to talk me down after we left. You're a true friend, and I love you. I just wanted to tell you that. Because that's what every man wants to hear back when he says that. You do? What do you know? Wishes really do come true sometimes.
Oh, hello. Is there something you wanted to talk about? It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking. I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me. And now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her. I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry. Maybe, but that is not the point. I was a different person there. I forgot my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. Even now, I feel some regret at not ending her life in order to protect my own. What we're doing, what we've done, hunted men down, killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping. I admit that I took great pleasure in the intrigue back in Orlais. It was dangerous and chaotic and exciting, but it destroyed my life. I thought the Chantry showed me another path. I thought I was done with this life. Am I wrong? There is this thought that floats into my mind constantly. That I lie when I say that Chantry gave me peace, when in truth it bored me. Here, with you, knowing the freedom of the road and the uncertainty of tomorrow, I feel alive again. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider. Thank you for listening to me. Do you remember our discussion? I just wanted to tell you that I thought about what you told me, and you were right. I didn't want to admit it, even to myself, but those years in Lothering, I yearned for the freedom and the recklessness that I knew in Orlais. The Maker made the world beautiful, but he also made it dangerous. To really experience it, I have to embrace this, not hide away in some nunnery. Sometimes, it takes another to show us the truths we hide from ourselves.
Where am I?
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it. This is most troubling.
There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained. True enough, and wisely said. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. We should head to Denerim as soon as possible. I can delay that, however, if you have other plans. Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us. Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Loghain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. By calling the Landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage, for the moment, is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Loghain, this is an honor that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The blight is why I'm here. With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies. And who is this, Eamon? Some new stray you picked up on the road? And here I thought it was only royal bastards you play the nursemaid to, not elven derelicts.
Well, you're admitting the royal part. That's a start.
You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason.
And current Jarl of Denerim, since Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. The Regent has been generous to those who prove loyal.
Don't interrupt, Churl. Your betters are talking.
Enough, Carthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon.
Did you see Wolf's face?
Wonderful. Another one. I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too. West Hill's Arling belongs to the Darkspawn now, girl.
You know very well I've been in Denerim these past 2 years. Rosalind's health requires us...
Suppose Eamon is playing at? Surely, he doesn't expect us to believe Anora unfit to rule.
Ah, Warden. I trust you've made yourself comfortable. This is Elena. She's...
I am Queen Anora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help. The Queen, she is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. I think her life is in danger. I heard how say she would be a greater ally dead than alive. especially if her death could be blamed on Arl Eamon. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
I'm glad you decided to help. With Honora's knowledge, we have a far better chance against Loghain. She and Kaelin were promised as children and practically raised together. She was a smart child, knew how to listen, and how to blink those big blue eyes and get anything she wanted. Her mother's looks, her father's brains, and the best tutoring Merrick's money could buy. It's a potent combination. As you like. My palace is your palace.
Watch out, and so here is the mighty Grey Warden at long last. The crows send their greetings once again.
So they sent you, Taliesin? Or did you volunteer for the job?
I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue, I simply had to see it for myself.
You would need to be dead.
Now there is the Zevran I remember.
Very well.
You don't even know who you're talking about, do you?
And neither do you, Taliesin. And there it is. Taliesin is dead. And I am free of the crows. They will assume that I am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out. I think, however, that I could also stay here. I made an oath to help you, after all. And saving the world seems a worthy task to see through to the end, yes? Then stay I shall. I am with you until the end. Provided you do not tire of me first. Or I die. Or you die. But there you go. Let us return to the task at hand, then. There is still much to be done, yes?
Over here!
We will not be put off again. Nor will the stonemasters.
The servants' entrance is on the other side of the house. We must slip past this crowd to reach it. We will have to be very careful. Al How is inside.
Enemies approaching!
I can distract the guards, but you must move quickly. Oh, you must come! I saw something! By the fountain! I think it was a darkspawn!
Darkspawn?
Thank you. Oh! It was over here! Quickly! Ah, it took me forever to be rid of those two. You must be careful now. The servants, they will not look closely at anyone in uniform. All guards are alike to a cook, no? But you should not draw attention to yourself. Most of the guards are new. They will not know you for a stranger at a glance. It is best to keep your distance from all of them and try to blend in. Andraste, guide us.
He'd have to knock down every place he owns then.
I hope it's not mutton again. 3 nights.
When did you get back from hire?
The Grey Warden is here, my lady.
Thank the Maker. I would greet you properly, but I'm afraid we've had a setback. My host was not content with leaving me under heavy guard. He sealed the door by magic. Thank you, Warden. My prayers go with you.
Who goes there?
I thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity. Do you think you could... Alistair? Is that you?
Who... Wait. I do know you. You were at my joining.
I'm Riordan, Senior Warden of Jada, but born and bred in Highever, and glad to be home. We had 200 wardens and 24 divisions of cavalry. The first we heard of Logain's edict was when everyone was turned back at the border. We finally decided it was safest to send someone alone to learn how best to fight the Blight and this regime simultaneously. Yes, these are my records. The names of the dead I could recognize at Ostagar.
We've been staying with Arl Eamon at his estate. If you need a place to stay, I'm sure he'd make you welcome.
At Arl Eamon's, then. And good luck, sister.
Who goes? Anybody tries to come in here without Hal's say-so, we get to do what we like with them. I think we finally got a bit of entertainment here, lads.
This won't take long.
Don't leave me here! Get me out of here! I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon. Then I have no question about why you would come, Warden. For it is your men who have suffered the most here. I swear, if there be any forum to speak out against Logain, my father will be there. Don't leave.
They said to retreat. The horn sounded, and we turned, and then the screams.
He's obviously mad. I don't think you'll get anything more out of him.
Safe? Is there a safe?
Well, well, the Grey Warden. I must say I'm surprised Eamon would condone you invading my castle and murdering my men. Is he losing faith in the persuasive powers of his land's meat? Logain's plan is to save Ferelden from real threats, here and now. And after certain upstarts are brought to heel, he will end the blight you go on about. Something your pathetic Order of Second Sons can't seem to get done. Ferelden needs a king who has known command. With the proper advisor at his side, of course. Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
How invigorating that was.
Maker have my faithful servant. Andraste, Bride of the Maker, have mercy on me. Alstana, is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? To my sister, Alstana. Tell her I'm sorry. Please. Ask her to pray for me.
As you like. On it. As you like.
My thanks. I look more the part than you do. We must go quickly and avoid notice.
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms.
What? Sir Catherine! Praise the Maker you're here. This brigand tried to kidnap me.
Unbelievable. Bring them down! Loghain wants the Warden, dead or alive!
Oh, look. I shall...
I'm surprised this ended peacefully. Bring the Wardens. Loghain doesn't care about the rest.
Eamon, we have a problem.
We have very little time for chat. We need to work out a plan.
Calm down. What has happened?
The Wardens have been captured.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free her.
Surely you mean them, Your Highness. We need Alistair too.
Yes, of course, I meant Alistair too. Catherine will take her to Fort Draken. Getting in will be no small feat.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry. I've been worse. I'll be better still when we get out of here. Who do you think will come?
State your business. I have a delivery for the commander of the fort.
What is it? I wasn't notified about anything coming today.
Well, the items are of a personal nature. No doubt he didn't want anyone to know.
Ah, fine. Wait over there. I'll get the captain.
All right, what's this about? A delivery for which I have still not been paid, by the way. No one told me about any deliveries today. I cannot imagine why not. Surely your commanding officer informs you whenever he is having items of a personal nature delivered to him? What is... No, I don't want to know. Go on in.
Did you hear that Tan Howe was murdered?
I think that's a new record, even for an Jarl of Denerim. Didn't he only hold the title for 10 days?
We may want to rethink this. On it. This is where we dispense with. This won't take long. Ah, my dear Warden. Did you miss me?